Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We're located in Frederick, Colorado. A little bit breezy out today, but other than that, it's a beautiful day in northern Colorado. Today, we're going to focus on an inventory item that the truck really is a beast. It's designed to tow a lot. But perhaps more importantly than that, I'm going to show you why this is the safest towing vehicle on the market today. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce you to a 2021 Freightliner M2 112. The conversion is Summit Hauler. Now if we could take a pan of the truck and the trailer together. Guys, this is a 53-foot stock trailer with one huge living quarter on it. Now I picked this trailer for a reason, because I wanted to show you guys exactly what this truck is designed to do. So let's start today by taking a look at the rear of the truck. One safety advantage this truck has over a lot of the competition is that there's a counterbalance. There's weight over the rear axle. So if we are in a position where we're driving the truck without the trailer on it, that helps us in a couple of ways. One, that's going to help traction if we find ourselves in mud. In addition to that, if we're in a rainstorm, that's going to prevent hydroplaning as well. So when we take a look in the back, we can see how we have the trailer hooked up. It'll come with the gooseneck ball. Right here is where we would hook up the lights. Now right here, the truck uses the Voyager system, so we can actually hook up to two more cameras to it. We already have the backup camera hooked up to it, but you can hook up a couple of more there as well. One unique thing that the Summit Hauler conversion brings to the table is that this bed is aluminum, okay? So that's not steel. So if you project longevity 5, 10 years, 15 years down the road, this is going to look very similar to what it does today. In other words, it's simply not going to rust. As we start to walk around, another huge safety advantage this truck has over the lot of competition is the brakes. Now I brought with me the drum that goes on this truck. Guys, that's over 80 pounds. It's huge. Look at the mass of that. So when you're pulling an immense amount of weight like what we have in our scenario, and we go to stop, if that's what we're using to stop with, obviously it's going to get the job done for us. Now the top is all lined for its protection. Another thing that will make this truck last a very long time. As we continue to come this way, we can take a look inside the front storage component. As you can see, there's a lot of room in there. In addition, there's an air hookup, so you can hook up an air hose if we find ourselves in a situation where we need one. The truck comes with two 50-gallon fuel tanks. There's one on each side. Now as the truck's sitting there, that fuel's going to balance itself out. But when you go to fuel up the truck, you're going to want to do that independently. Here is the DEF tank, which holds up to 13 gallons. Recent data is showing you can get between 300 and 325 miles per 1 gallon of DEF. As we take a look at the back seat does make down into a bed. This does meet DOT requirements for a bed. And to get that back up, simply push a button. This is a trickle charger, so if we're on the road at night, we can plug that in. Now that will assist the batteries. This is the block heater here, so people in cold climates will want to use that as well. When we take a look inside the driver's seat, the seats are air, and you can adjust that right here. It comes with heated and cooled seats. Adjust that right here. And this is for the lumbar system. We have the most comfortable seats on the market today. A couple other things we can see from here. This pedal, when we're sitting in the driver's seat, we use that to adjust the steering wheel. Now to start your truck, turn that key halfway and be a little patient. Let those gauges reset, because if we get in a hurry and start it, there is a chance that it'll kick a code that simply doesn't exist. So right there. This truck is stock number 5N201097. Now let's take a look in front of the truck. Yet another safety advantage this truck has over the competition. Take a look at the windshield, all right? There's over 2,500 square inches of glass. Well, why is that important? Well, that makes visibility outstanding. You take that amount of glass, coupled with the fact that we're up above traffic, we can see potential hazards coming at us both from the side and in the front as well. So another safety advantage this truck has. Now, as you can tell, this grill's huge compared to like the 106s that we have on the lot. Well, the reason for that is because that engine underneath that we're about to take a look at requires a lot of air. So let's take a look underneath the hood. That is the Detroit D13 engine. It is coupled with the Allison 4000 TRV transmission. The truck offers 505 horsepower and furthermore 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. So guys, you combine all those things, this truck's gonna tow what you need it to do. An example of that is in our scenario today. So another safety advantage this truck has is if we're underneath the hood checking things out and the wind's blowing like it does today, it's not gonna squish it. So the only way to get it down is to manually force it down. Just like all the Summit haulers, the bumper is broken into 3 parts. Logic for that is if we are in an accident and we ding this, we can replace that section as opposed to having to replace the entire bumper. One advantage that the 21 has over the 20 is the headlights. These are all LED now. As we come on around, another safety advantage I want to talk about today are the tire balancers. And you guys have heard me talk about these in almost every video. This is what it is. This is the drum located right there. Now there's several little BBs in there, okay, and a little bit of hydraulic oil. So as you gain speed and you pick up momentum as you go, that's going to balance the entire rotating mass from the rim to the hub to the tire. All of that is balanced. So as you can imagine, if everything is balanced as you're going up and down the road, isn't that yet another safety advantage that this truck offers? And in addition to that, it'll save tire life up to 45%. As we take a look inside the passenger seat, you'll notice how much room is in there. This seat is also air to make life more comfortable as you're going up and down the road. Now let's take a little bit closer look at the inside. Okay. So we're not going to go over all the gauges. You guys have been with me a long time. We've done that several. So again, we're going to focus on safety. So take a look at the shape of the dash, okay? It wraps around. And the logic behind that is if we're going and we need to adjust things, they're right here, okay? We're not reaching and stretching, getting distracted, things like that. It's a very simple design, things are very easy to get to. So there's another safety advantage this truck has. So let's talk about a couple of upgrades from the 21 over the 20. The stereo system is different. This is called a Stingray. That's one of the best in the market today. As you can see, this has actual dials where the 20 didn't. Another upgrade was this button here. This is the light test. So when you do your pre-trip inspection, you can press that button there and it'll light everything up on the outside, so you can go check to make sure everything is functional. Now, since this is a brand new truck and it has the Detroit engine in it, this comes with a virtual technician. So that's a nice advantage. And what that is you're going down the road and the check engine light comes on, you can call the nearest Freightliner dealership and they can diagnose what the problem is. So they're going to tell you a couple of things. One, it's minor, just keep going. 2, slow down and get to us. Or 3, shut it down, we're sending someone to get you. So that's a nice advantage that this truck has, and all the new Detroit engines trucks have that available to them. So it comes with the Allison transmission. It's automatic, reverse, neutral, and drive. It's very simple, and I realize that a truck this size with this much mass can be intimidating to some, but it really doesn't need to be, because it is very simple to drive. As we go on through, there's our regen, something that we're really not going to have to worry about. That's more for driving in big cities and things like that, and we need to regen, so chances are more than not we're never going to have to worry about it. Let's talk about the engine brake. Another huge safety advantage. So we're right next door to the Rocky Mountains. Okay, so if we're coming down a steep decline and we turn that engine brake on high, so we're coming down, but we actually have 500 horsepower coming back at us to slow the truck and the big trailer down behind us. Now that's huge, and that's a big safety advantage, because we're not going to have to worry about burning brakes out, that sort of thing. So it just makes life that much easier and safer for you and your family. Because if we think about it, guys, I mean, what dollar amount can we put not only on your safety but your family's as well? So with that being said, if you have any other questions about this truck, please feel free to give me a call. My cell phone number is 970-370-4067. The work extension, 303-684-3404. Feel free to email me, larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thanks for tuning in today.